I'm never gonna make it home again. It's so far and out of sight.
And welcome back. You're listening to Home Wizards. I'm Cindy Dole.
Hey, I'm Eric Stroman.
And we're not sad about our bathrooms.
No,
There's
we're
hope.
not. There's always hope.
I mean, I know that, I feel this way. I walk into my quote-unquote master bath, which really isn't a master anything. You walk in there and you go, I sure wish I had more storage.
Yeah, I sure wish I could do more in here.
I wish I had more space.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
You know what's an interesting idea for more space? I think oftentimes there are walls that, for example, you have a shower and then your toilet is next to the shower, right? Mm-hmm. If your wall is wider than just a traditional 2x4 stud, like 4 or 5 inches wide, there's going to be a little bit of a cavern within there design-wise in terms of how they frame that bathroom. So say you've got a space from the shower to the toilet that's more like 2 feet wide. Mm-hmm. Behind that, if you unearthed it and pulled the drywall off, there's going to be the separation of the studs, and that could become a really great place to put some shelving in. So, if you feel handy and brave in that moment, just knock a hole in the drywall with your hammer. Make sure it's the hollow part of the wall. Just knock on it. Make sure there's nothing in there. And then shine a flashlight in. And if you see that it's just an open, dead space, that would be an ideal thing to do, to just open up that piece of drywall, take it off from the front, and then paint the back side of the inside of those 2 walls and throw some 1x2s up on either side. Put some shelving in between, right? Now you've got yourself an instant, beautiful shelving system between the 2 framing members that were just once a wide wall. Right?
Love it.
So it's looking to find new space within a smaller bathroom that I think could potentially be really helpful.
See, in our bathroom, we have a bathtub that never is used. It kind of is not a great bathtub, and I've always wanted to take the bathtub out, but then you, in the back of your mind, have this
And you
recording.
have a standing shower and then
a standing shower. It's a very small shower, and then right next to it is a bathtub.
Yeah.
But I feel like that could be all the shelving and storage.
And people always say to me, "Oh no, you're supposed to have a bathtub in there for resale, right?"
Yeah.
Well, look, if you're going to be in your house more than a couple of years,
enjoy what
it might be
you need.
worth it to lose
Yeah.
your bathtub if you never go in there and have that could be a sitting area. It could be more shelving. It could be, a bigger shower instead of taking up for the bath. So, it's really important to reimagine the space that you have and figure out what is important to you. Is it, I love to languish in a bath for 5 hours with candles. That's great. You have a bathtub, fantastic. If you're never in the bath, get rid of it and do something else with that space.
See, I would love to have it as a seating area and some kind of a staging for storage.
Yeah, it's great. I have a little short, comfortable, upholstered chair in my bathroom, and I can't tell you how many times I use that just to go in there and hang out and put shoes on, or use it as a secondary dressing area, or sometimes just collect my thoughts. And I actually sit there quite a bit with the kids when they're in the bath, right?
Sure.
Just sort of as like a lifeguard,
Right.
But it can be that space for me with an 8-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old kid. It's still a place where you hang out as a family and go get in the tub. You're dirty. You look like a pig. You're still doing that. Why not have a comfortable place to sit?
Sure,
right?
Sure. What about creating more storage in your bathroom with something kind of like a storage tower where it is, and we have something like this. It's when you open up the door, kind of behind the door to the side, are the shelves that go into the wall.
Right.
And it's very narrow, kind of a vertical. There's got to be maybe 10 shelves.
Yeah.
They're not, I guess in terms of depth, that goes back maybe a foot.
Yeah, which is perfect for a bathroom.
Yeah.
You don't need that much depth, right?
So you could put maybe towels there.
Absolutely, yeah. Create little cubbies, and sometimes too, if you have a big sort of open area, like maybe 1 foot by 1 foot or 2 feet by 2 feet, that can be an awkward space, like in a traditional bedroom closet where you've got that one shelf and then that space to the ceiling. It just feels like, what am I going to do here but stack stuff, and I can't get to it. When I do, it all falls on me. Sometimes in those big open box kind of things, you can do cubbies within it, like creating an X pattern within that square, and then you can roll up towels and make that
that's cute.
efficient, storage that you'll see
sure.
in spas all
It's a
the
little
time.
quadrant. So
It's a
you're
little quadrant, right?
So now you're getting 4 towels. In
Yeah,
there.
or maybe 3 per quadrant, and they can be different colors, and that
Cute.
can become sort of a
pattern.
decoration, feel to the room too. So yeah, it's just a creative use of space again.
If you aren't thinking of doing something to either add shelving or, reconstruct your existing bathroom to create storage, I love the idea of using different little devices like ladders. Have you seen some of these very cute storage ladders that don't require any effort whatsoever? I mean, you buy it and you paint it, and now it's like little mini shelves, but they're stacked up, and you could have, they're small, medium, large, larger, and you could kind of, from the ground up, have towels, and then maybe a basket with your toilet paper.
That's great.
And then jars with, cotton balls, and then candle at the top, or whatever,
I like that. And the other thing too is if you have a vanity that is sort of outdated, and what makes a vanity look outdated, by the way, are the door style. You'll sometimes see these curvy tops to the panels that are on the doors, and it kind of gives you that feel like, oh my god, this is an 80s rental apartment. I hate this, right? Well, why not just take all the doors off completely? You could do that very, very easily, and then just have a bank of drawers on top and then open shelving underneath, where you got to now get into baskets, utilizing, again, the quadrant that we were talking about, where you section off one section and give yourself a place to roll up towels and put those in. And then the focal point of the bathroom now, instead of these old 80s panel doors that no matter, even if you paint them, they still look bad, you're going to have that feeling of that open shelving system that's more accessible and more design-minded as it pertains to how we're doing stuff today.
I've seen something that was, in fact, we were just at the Kitchen and Bath trade show in Las Vegas, which every year, kind of gives us that peek at what's going to be hot and cool.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's dealing with small, at least if your entire home isn't small, you might have at least that half bath, in your home where there isn't much room other than maybe a toilet and a sink, right? But let's say that you wanted to have a little bit more of storage there. Something that is really cool is turning part of the wall into a flip down storage area, and it's
almost like a Murphy bed for storage.
It's like a Murphy bed,
Yeah.
or like you've seen this for. I've seen it done even like for home offices where they're tucked away. It's in your kitchen.
Yeah.
It's got these 2 brackets, right, where
Sure.
the surface goes flat, and then you lift it up to the wall.
Right.
So how could we do this ourselves? you think?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and that's another thing too, where you may find hidden space within a wall, and you could open up a flat wall that has even if it does have plumbing in it, if it's only if the plumbing's like a foot back, but you have 6 inches available from the front of that wall in, that could be a great place to put a flip down drawer, so that when you're not using it, you fold it up and it makes it look clean and tidy. But then when you want to have an additional work surface, for example, maybe it's a his and her bathroom, and you as the woman need more space to put makeup out, and curling iron and a blow dryer and all that stuff, which can be stored within this thing. But then when you pull that top down, it gives you a work surface, right?
It's like you're getting double or triple
Exactly.
the space. I mean, it's really cool looking,
Yeah, it really is. And by the way, that's a really simple, it can be a handyman or woman fix for a couple $100. Or, if you're brave, you could give that a shot on your own. And it's really not a huge investment of money, but boy, would it give you an additional workspace and tremendous amount of storage.
So what would we buy in terms of for the drop-down shelf itself? What?
Yeah, so you could have a cabinet person come and build you a faux panel that looks like, sort of like part of your cabinetry on your existing vanity. And then that could be attached to a piano hinge type of system where it's hinged to some framing on that wall, and then there are chains on either side that stop it at the level point. And then there's a little latch closer on the top, and then within that you framed the back to the opening that you've created, and the sides, and you could put some shelving in there and some storage, right?
Very cute.
So maybe $500-$600 total at the most, having someone else do it. If you did it, $150.
If you have that half bath and all you have again is a sink and a toilet, and you don't really have the wherewithal to do something underneath the sink, I mean, you could still go old school and have like an old a sink skirt of some
Sure.
kind.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now underneath the sink, you could put a couple of baskets or some kind of a stackable system, so it's hidden,
Yeah.
but yet it still has a pretty pattern. You know, the skirt itself has a, you know, kind of like a, I don't know, lovely drapery look.
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly right. And you know, don't forget too, there's a lot of opportunity for storage within the shower itself by having
Those
multiple
caddies.
shower caddies,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if you're always sort of searching for a place to put your shampoo, conditioner, shaving cream, you know, other things that you use in the shower, pumice stone, that's a great way to get it off, you know, the floor and off the side of the tub and make it look more organized.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we have more things to talk about to help you enjoy your home and improve your home and improve your life. This is what we do at Home Wizards. Always, you can check us out at yourhomewizards.com. Eric Stormer, Cindy Dole. The fun continues in just a flash.